Alyssa. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to make a creamy sweet potato and red lentil curry that is so good. This is a recipe that we have been loving lately. It has so much flavor. It is so simple to make, uses just one pan, can be prepped ahead, can be frozen, serves a crowd, is plant-based, gluten-free, and seriously so easy. As always, I've included the full recipe up on the blog today, so you can get that by clicking the link that is down in the description box. If you want to make it, just hop on over there, get the instructions, ingredient list, everything like that. I also would love for you to subscribe and join our community if you have not yet done so. Make sure to hit that red subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy this type of recipe, and let's go ahead and dive in. First thing we're gonna do is dice up half an onion, and then you can set that aside and chop up your sweet potato. I use about 4 cups of sweet potato for this recipe, which ends up being about 2 medium, and I recommend cutting them into kind of bite-sized pieces. They don't have to be totally even. From there, we will grate our garlic and our ginger. So you can just use a microplaner, zester, and I really like grating garlic and ginger over chopping it because I feel like the flavor gets more evenly incorporated because it's a lot finer and it's more like a paste. But you could chop it if you don't have one of these. And we're going for a tablespoon of each. Once we've got everything prepared, we are going to heat 2 tablespoons of olive oil over medium heat. Once it's hot, you can add in the onion and just quickly saute this until it starts to turn a little bit translucent. Should take maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Once you're starting to see some brown edges on the onions, you can add in that shredded garlic and the ginger, as well as a teaspoon of curry powder. And again, just quickly saute this until it starts to get a little bit fragrant, maybe 30 seconds or so. Then we will add in our red curry paste, as well as our tomato paste. And I really just recommend you buy red curry paste. You can try to make it at home, but the ones at the stores are actually really good and they use some kind of hard to find ingredients. So I recommend just buying it. And just stir that all together until the pastes are evenly incorporated into that onion mixture. Add in your sweet potato, give it a little toss. Add in your red lentils and again give it a little toss. Then we will add in a whole can of light or full fat coconut milk. And we are going to bring this to a boil, and then you just cover it and reduce it down to simmer and let it cook covered for about 15 minutes. Now that we've had that cooking for about 15 minutes, you can remove the lid, and we are going to add in 1.5 cups of vegetable broth. You could also use water, but I find veggie broth is a little bit more flavorful. Again, stir that together and recover it for another 15 minutes. At this point, you should have a really nice thick curry, and the lentils should be cooked and the sweet potatoes should be soft. So we are pretty much ready to serve from here. We are actually going to just quickly make some cauliflower rice. I'm going to show you how to do that. And we are going to add a whole bag of frozen cauliflower rice into a dry skillet. And then I like to season it with some coconut aminos or tamari and a little bit of garlic powder. And then you just stir this together, and you want to just cover this. You don't need to add anything else. Just cover it and let it steam for like 8 to 9 minutes until the cauliflower rice is soft. And then we're ready to plate up. So I just like to divide the cauliflower rice evenly between 2 bowls. Of course, you could also use your grain of choice like rice, quinoa, brown rice. And from there, just serve up a nice helping of the curry into each bowl. Sprinkle it with some cilantro. I also like to finish it off with some peanuts and some cracked pepper. And that's pretty much it. You guys are gonna love it, and I can't wait to hear what you think. There you have it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe. Can't wait to see you make it because I know you are going to love it. It has so much flavor. It definitely has a little bit of a kick, but it is, again, really easy to make, can totally be frozen, can definitely be made ahead, just reheated like for lunches, whatever you want. And it's so yummy. I know you're gonna love it. So make sure to share a photo with me on Instagram by tagging @simplyquinoa or using #simplyquinoa. You can also come back to this video and let us all know what you think. If you made any substitutions, modifications, definitely leave those down in the comments. Don't forget to get the full recipe over on my blog by clicking that link that's in the description box. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you have not yet joined our community, I would love for you to subscribe by tapping the red button that is right below this video. Otherwise, I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!